Hello and welcome to the Daily Word again here at Samadhi, and it is Tuesday, April 3rd, 2018, and Michael, take it away.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining us again. Let's take a moment to just give reverence and respect to that presence by giving it awareness and attention. So let's take a deep breath. Exhale. Now allow yourself to relax into that stillness. Taking a deep breath in. Thank you, everyone, again for joining us. And the word for today is pray for others. Pray for others. And we got the prayer warrior right here with us today. Our beautiful mother is the reason why we're able to be here and talk with you today, because her prayers are non-stop prayers, just faith. So just remember that faith is everything. So pray for others. I lift my loved ones in the light of prayer. I lift my loved ones in the light of prayer. On a heart level, there is no separation between me and those I love. In this quantum realm of spirit, everyone is connected in light, and my every thought and prayer instantaneously elicit the effect that is desired. In this miraculous universe of oneness, all things are possible. There is no distance in God. Everyone I hold in prayer is already united with me in spirit. I affirm wholeness, healing, and perfection for each one, and the highest and best outcome is assured. Divine order, peace of mind, and positive outcomes are emerging for the highest good of all concerned. My prayers go forth to do a mighty work. And this is in James 5:16. Pray for one another, so that you may be healed. The prayer of the righteous is powerful and effective. This is in the Message, and I'm going to read to the end of the chapter, which is from 16 through 20. It says, make this your common practice. Confess your sins to each other, and pray for each other, so that you can live together whole and healed. The prayer of a person living right with God is something powerful to be reckoned with. Elijah, for instance, human just like us, prayed hard that it wouldn't rain, and it didn't. Not a drop for 3.5 years. Then he prayed that it would rain, and it did. The showers came and everything started growing again. My dear friends, if you know people who have wandered off from God's truth, don't write them off. Go after them. Get them back. And you will have rescued precious lives from destruction and prevented an epidemic of wandering away from God, which is sleepiness and confusion. And the one thing I desire to share, because this is so close to our hearts, because we remind about vibration. And in the world of vibration, there is no limit. There is no, that this physicality can affect vibration. But on the contrary, vibration affects physicality. Think about that for a moment. Physicality cannot affect vibration. Can't touch it. Vibration affects physicality. That's why we, here at Samadhi, we teach and we remind you that when you work from that world within, which is vibration, that is the word we use for the closest thing that I can transmit, but it's beyond that. But it is a vibrational field of consciousness. When we can tap into that, we affect the external world, our external world. And collectively, the more and more we do it, we affect our world together as a collective. So, here's the one thing that really is incredible. That it says that on a heart level, we're not separated. So, no matter where we are, we even say, vibration, when we leave, we say to each other, remember vibration, because wherever we're at, if someone is going through a funk or through some kind of mental disruptiveness, then it's going to affect us wherever we're going. But if you're aware of that, you can breathe and let it go and know that it's not you. And you can overcome that. And that is with everyone. It doesn't matter what you're going through. It doesn't matter where you're at. When you become aware of vibration, you can overcome what somebody else calls impossible. And also, when it says here in the James, it says, confess your sins to each other and pray for each other so that you can live together whole and healed. See, when there's something that is not being revealed, that I'm hiding, that on a vibrational field is affecting this relationship with my partner, with my family, with our students, with our friends, etc. And it goes to infinite. So, but the closer the relationship that is with you, the more effective, the more effect you have. The more separate, not separate, but the more not intimate, as intimate the relationship, the less effectiveness it is. So, just know that when you can keep your eye on the prize, keep your eye on the kingdom of heaven within, seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, that is seeking the vibrational field of awareness. That is saying that I don't see it, but I know it's real. And by your faith, you can move mountains. You can do what people call impossible. And I've seen it with my own eyes, and I experience it on a daily basis. Because it's amazing. It's amazing. So, also I have a message for those that are praying and they seem to not get their prayers answered. And this is for all of us, because sometimes we feel like our prayers aren't being answered. But when you can stop, breathe, and know that just like a seed, it's being affected. But you may not be able to see it, but continue that faith. Continue believing that it is done. Claim it that it is done. It says in the Bible, let your yeses be yeses and your no's... excuse me. It says, let your yeses be yeses and your no's be no's. That means state your truth and know that your truth is your truth, because you stand in truth. So, pray for others. I lift my loved ones in the light of prayer. But remember not to come in prayer with fear. Not to come in prayer with doubt, with worry, with concern. Leave your worry, leave your doubt at the door. No weapons allowed in the club, per se. In the club of prayer, no weapons are allowed. And those weapons are of fear, of worry, of doubt, because it is a healthy environment. It is a sanctified environment. So when you can leave all those destructive weapons at the door, you'll be received in the Holy of Holies, which is the kingdom. It was a metaphor. Alice?
My take on this, just briefly, when you go into meditation, prayer, you can call it however, but it's the same connection, you know. What I do is I've learned to pray differently, and I go in with gratitude. And when it says to lift my loved ones in the light of prayer, I know that God already knows what they need. So I'm grateful for that person in my life, or I'm grateful for whatever it is that they're going through, and I trust that God will not give them more than they can bear. But I bring them into my heart and mind as I do my prayers with gratitude. So, that's
awesome. And that's where surrender comes in, right? Because when we go into meditation, just a food for thought, essence for consciousness, that when you go into meditation, clear yourself. Even clear yourself of the expectations, because God hears our hearts, not our thoughts, not our words. As much. We do affect with thought and words. But when we go into that space, we just surrender and know that God knows every desire. God knows every hair on your head, and knows everything you need, everything that is for you in your path. Right, Alice?
Exactly. And sometimes we need to go through trials and a bit of tribulation
if
we need to be shaken up because we're not being grateful for certain things. And so God's like, okay, well, you ask for certain things, so don't ask for strength, because then God will test your strength.
Exactly.
Just be grateful. Be grateful in your prayers and always give thanks for all the blessings.
Yes. So, beautiful. Mom, thank you everyone for joining us. Remember, actions, faith with actions is key. Namaste.